South America against Europe again. It's becoming a norm these days to have South America against Europe play the final of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. But this weekend is going to be France against Uruguay. Yesterday, about this time, Iraq and Uruguay were still grinding out their semi-final match, went into extra time, went into penalties. Uruguay eventually winning 7-6. So the final this weekend, France against Uruguay. Interestingly, conquerors of Nigeria and conquerors of Ghana are the ones playing the final. France
we played, of course. So that's
yeah. And remember, France beat Ghana 2-1 in the semi-finals. Uruguay beat Nigeria 2-1 in the second round. So who will top at the end of it all? And then the third place, Ghana with a chance of winning bronze. They take on Iraq. Iraq have had a fairy tale run. They came on stock against Uruguay yesterday. So this is what is happening. Dumna, where's your money on?
Okay, I'll give it to France in the final. For the third place, you know, where your treasure is, so your heart is.
You give it to Ghana.
I'll give it to Ghana.
So Ghana is not coming back, and they are not coming back home empty.
Because they had an experience of winning in 2009, so we still
and the same coach.
Still have the pedigree, same coach.
All right, so that's what is happening this weekend at the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Let's bring you into all that we've said so far on Sports Tonight and allow you to say a few things to us via feedback. Let's get your opinion to some of the issues. We've raised a lot of issues. We started by talking about the IAAF World Youth Championship in Ukraine. We've talked about Stephen Keshi, the 24-man squad for the CHAN against Cote d'Ivoire in Abidjan next in about 2 weeks from now. On the 27th of July. We've spoken about the bonus round, the panel, the bonus round in Malawi, street soccer, and the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Talk to us using those platforms that you can see on your screen, Facebook, Twitter handles, and then we will read your comments real time on the show. So please talk to us and let's know exactly what you feel about some of these issues. We'll go on a quick break. When we return, we have another guest that will be coming in. We'll be talking darts. We have a champion who will be talking darts with us on Sports Tonight. Join us again.
Africa, home to 1 billion football dreams. And somewhere, the next great footballer is about to be revealed. Airtel Rising Stars, 400,000 players, 18,000 teams, 16 countries, 1 African championship. Register now online or at any Airtel shop. Airtel Rising Stars. If you're out there, we'll find you.
At first, it's only anticipation that something is about to happen. This is one thing that makes life interesting. To compete not only with players across the field, but across the world. It makes me feel joy when we win and sorrow when we lose. The action and reaction, colliding, falling, dropping, despite the odds. I love it because it brings me tears. Tears of victory, tears of joy. The skill that leads to the pass that leads to the shot that leads to the goal that determines the ultimate. Channel Sports, defining the moment of true sports.
That's done at a slightly more vertical angle than a normal handshake to sympathise FIFA's Babek, nicely played back to Tovan, took one too many touches, but not the second time. Skips around the goalkeeper and puts France in front. And based on the amount of chances they've had in the first half, that is totally justified. Florian Thauvin gets his first goal from open play in the tournament and he puts France in front. Another look again as lovely little 1-2. Thauvin kept his head. Looked like the touch was a little heavy, the first one. Almost like the ball was stuck to his foot, round the goalkeeper and in. And France lead by a goal to 0. Right on the stroke of half-time. Nothing Enshui could do. Didn't quite have the right angle to get the challenge in. Baba Mensah knew that if he brought Thauvin down, it was a click. Aboadje. Asifois. Does well to hang on to the ball, Asifois, and get the shot in! Wonderful goal! Just what Ghana needed at the start of the second half. And it's that man again, Ebenezer Asifois with a stunning strike from the edge of the area, and Ghana are back on level terms. Well, in comparison to France, they've had very little shots on goal, but ratio to on target, they've done far better. Michael Sy, the goalkeeper's come all the way down to celebrate in the corner. But Ebenezer Asifois with his 5th goal of the tournament. And we talked about Yaya Sanogo in line for the Golden Boot.
All right, Ghana and France. Those were highlights of Ghana against France in the semi-finals of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Ghana lost the game eventually 2-1, and that's why they will not be playing in the final. They will have to settle for the 3rd place. But we've made a change now, and this time we will be talking darts. I have my guests in the house. Let me just quickly introduce you to my guests. 2 of them, actually, starting with the champion. Let me introduce the champion first, and then I will introduce the coach who produced the champion. Becky Omoro, welcome to Sports Tonight.
Thank you.
You have to talk like a champion now, you know.
All right.
Good to have you.
Thank you.
Coach Toji, thank you for honoring our invitation.
Tony, I'm happy being with you tonight.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Well, for those who do not know, Becky is the Nigerian champion in darts. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became the Nigerian champion.
Okay. I started with boxing. I'm a gold medalist in boxing and gold medalist in karate before I went into that. I fell in love with that. That's when I went into that.
Okay. Coach, how did you get a former boxing champion, a former karate champion into that? Why did you take her off karate and boxing?
I saw the sport in her. I know that is a friendly game. You see, one thing about that, you start with an handshake and end with an handshake. Very, 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 very unique. I don't think there's any other sport to play that way. After the game, if you don't shake hands with your opponent,
the game is not over.
It's not over. There's even a penalty for that.
In that?
Yes.
You must start with the handshake and end with the handshake?
Yes. That's why it's friendly. So I told you, you need to play that.
So you don't want her to continue with boxing and karate?
No,
in that one, you don't start with handshake?
I don't know.
And you don't?
I don't. I'm talking
you don't
about
with handshake as well. All right, but how long have you been in that, Becky?
About 1.5 years.
Oh, just 1.5 years?
Yes.
How did you come about that? And you talked about you had interest in that. How did it all happen? And where? Delta State?
Yes, Delta State. I just went to weather training one day. I saw the way they are playing. Actually, when I watched them, I left. So I came back again. I watched them. I said, this is not going to be easy. Calculation, and I don't like maths. So
how has it helped you now? How has that helped you in terms of calculation? You just talked about, because Joaquin Midada, it will be coming on much later on the show, has always talked about that being useful for mathematics, particularly for school kids. How has it helped you?
A lot. At least I'm very fast in calculation now, so I advise everybody to go and...
You're a businesswoman.
Yeah.
Calculating money.
So I actually advise everybody to go and play that. Because, and another thing again, if you don't like mathematics, you better go and start learning mathematics because it helps a lot. So that is good. That is life.
All right. But Coach, what is the future of that in Nigeria? Whenever Joachim comes to talk that on this program, we were talking about Phil Taylor and the millions and the hundreds of thousands of pounds that he has won. But it's a different situation in Nigeria because we still play amateur darts. What's the future of that?
Very bright. Before now, see, that really was it scoring game in the 2006 Gateway Games. That was the first time.
Is it scoring now at National Sports Festival?
Yes. We have 13 medals, gold medals, the top gold, 13 gold medals in that. The first 2006 out of the 13, although I wouldn't want, Delta State got 3. Got 3
out of the 13?
Yes. In Kaduna, Kada 2009, Delta State got 5 out of the 13.
An improvement.
Yes. But in Port Harcourt, the Gardens game, although we didn't fall below the 3, we got 3. Because we all know the Garden games. So let's not talk about that.